WWII Weekend. Right now I'm going to be quiet and let's listen to the music. And next to them, they shot down the aircraft and took the two under in World War II. A Fiesler Stork shot down by the pilots of an L-4, such as you're seeing flying by. Passing in review at the World War II weekend. For everybody to be reckoned with that day as they sank 4 Japanese aircraft carriers. And from there on, you see those big long panels hanging down the trailing edge of the wing. Down the runway as possible, so they use up less runway on the rollout. That's that curved upper surface that I called your attention to, that the wing flaps do larger. Because we know that it's not the wind beneath the wings, contrary to what Bette Midler's song says. It's the wind over the top of the wings that makes the lift. That's what happens. And when you put those flaps out, it makes that curve even longer, creates more lift at a slower speed. Okay, give him a big hand, a wave. Our advanced trainers, the AT-6s, the SNJs, into the air. Kevin Russo, the yellow-winged aircraft on the inside in an SNJ-6. one of the latest model North American trainers that's flying. Gavin Nagel flying the family AT-6 SNJ. Goodson in his AT-6. In order to be qualified to do formation flying requires a certification from the FAA specifically for flying formation in demonstrations. And we have 3 pilots who are authorized to do that, but we have 1 who is not qualified to fly in formation with these others. It all takes experience and demonstrated competency to be able to do those things. And that just hasn't gotten around. B-17 touching down. Well, the way they're set up, it's not exactly going to set up very well for a left brake, so let's watch what happens. This would be set up for a right brake. Okay, and now I've got Kevin Russo on the radio. Kevin, you guys look great up there.
I hope everybody's enjoying the air show. Welcome to Reading World War II weekend. This air show is dedicated to all the veterans and the...
Question, did he lower the landing gear or did he raise the landing gear? Because it came out when it was upside down. Let's take a listen to the Corsair. Aircraft in the history of the CAS cable. Dixie-Way. It's based at Thousand Wheels in Arizona. Been there since 2012. Stand music. Coming back rolling fast from the right in the Corsair. Stan's an airline transport rated pilot that you're going to see flying a little bit later on. Stan Music is rated as an instructor, instrument instructor, helicopter pilot, glider, Mississippi and Georgia. I hope you get a chance to meet him next to the airplane. Here he comes by in a photo pass in the Corsair. He's a busy
enemy. Sometimes it was the only way to accomplish the mission. insurgents landed on Iwo Jima. The Japanese defenders had been killed. The commander-in-chief of the Kentucky tobacco farmer, a Pima Indian from Arizona, a Pennsylvania miner's son, a boy from the dairyland of Wisconsin, and a Texas high school football star. The picture has since become synonymous with the American fighting spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, have your cameras ready as we recreate one of the most iconic images. Paris Island Historical and Museum Society.
You see the C-46, the Curtiss Commando across the runway. They'll be taxiing into position very shortly for takeoff.
I think that's a good story. Good story, yeah.
Okay, on the runway now, our C-46 Curtiss Commando on the takeoff roll. C-47s flew out of India and flew supplies into Kunming, China, up over the Himalayas. Here comes Mark Murphy in the P-51 taxiing along. Give him a wave and a round of applause to this proud American, Mark Murphy in the P-51 Mustang. On board the C-46 is the World War II Airborne Demonstration Team. Jumpsuit, the OSS person who's wearing that, but she's going to have to fit in with the locals after they get on the ground. How's that going to work?
Well, she has the jumpsuit, and she's been trained to get out of that suit as quick as possible, and she has a very nice French dress on underneath, and she'll be able to blend right in. And you can see this is an excellent drop. You know, they're just doing some nice coning and some nice crabbing. And when you're up in the air like that, shoot open 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Excellent. 10. That is the jump master. He's supposed to be the last guy, because when the jump master needs to look out the door to make sure nobody's hanging.
And use that wind that's pushing him back to the American side to help things out, but it's looking a little tense right now.
Well, you know, he's quite a character, and he'll be driving right on. There he goes. He's going to drive with the wind right now, but he's going to, because the airbox is so narrow that he's going to.
As the Armies move back into position, I'll remind you once again, this is a great time to go visit our concessionaires and get some of the tremendous food and the variety of food that we have available for you here. I'll ask you, please, when you're through with the paper cups and paper plates and napkins that you'll be acquiring as you get this food, please look around for one of the many trash barrels that we have set up throughout the spectator area, and please drop them in there instead of out on the ground. So it looks pretty good. As I look out across the grass, I don't see a whole lot of trash out there, and so you guys are doing a great job of keeping the place clean. So we ask you, when you're back there at the food court, please get yourself some great food. The air show is going to continue here in just a few minutes, but you have time to get over to our concessionaires grab some food and grab some drinks and come on down because the air show is about to continue. And while you're back there heading toward the food courts, you'll see a donation area for our P-61, the Black Widow fighter bomber, night fighter that the Mid-Atlantic Air Museum is restoring. Ted, tell us a little bit about this drive that we have going.
Well, we have an anonymous donor who has obviously been very, very generous over the last 2 years. We have asked you over the last 2 years to help donate towards the restoration of that P-61. And he's offered to match dollar for dollar every dollar you put.
And we raised $60,000 in that to be able to purchase that second propeller. So now we need some more funds. It's like a lot of organizations you belong to. We need more money, but we do, in order to put the wings on that airplane and finally get it flying.
Yeah, take the opportunity to go on over there and see what we've done to that aircraft. You'll see that there's propellers and engines on it now. The next step in the process is going to be we're working on.
As a light transport aircraft and also as a personal transportation. Flushed out a little bit for generals because it was very reliable with its 450 horsepower engine. This one painted in British colors with the rondelle on the side and the familiar invasion stripes, 3 white, 2 black stripes. So that with those thousands of airplanes that were in the sky, people on the ground shooting at them could make sure that we weren't shooting our own out of the sky, although I'm sure that happened probably several times. But the bombers are leading out. We have B-25s, the C-50, the C-45, and the C-47. Their C-47 Skytrain. It's too complicated, it's too hard to fly. But somebody said, hey, let's write a checklist. Which was remove the gust blocks. Oh, what a great idea. Bomb bay doors open on Fensino. C-45 used either theater. Travel from one theater of operations to others is about to taxi out and prepare for their demonstration. Fifi, the world's only flying B-29.
That's the B-17. That's the
C-47 Skytrain, built by Douglas. Commercial version, the DC-3, very similar to it. Smaller, it couldn't carry the payload that the C-46 could carry. Couldn't take it as high over the